and Papa is a king. So I am a princess, I know it. But court etiquette is a dull, dreary thing. I just hate it all, and I show it. To sing on the stage, that's the one life for me. My fingers just like Tetrazzini. I know I'd win fame if I sang in Boheme that opera by Signor Puccini. I've lords and the trolls that would send the cold chills down the backs of the ears of my vocal frills. I want to be a prima donna, donna, donna. I long to shine upon the stage. I have the omen to become a queen of song, and my finger would look pretty as a page. I want to be a screechy, pitchy, cotton-titty, like other blockers that I see. I hate society, I hate propriety, God is calling for me. I'm in the elite, and men sigh at my feet. Still, I do not envy my position. I have not much use for the men that I meet. I quite burn with lyric ambition. Those tenors so sweet, if they made love to me, I'd be a success, that I do know. And men might ask if I won't sing in Faust, that opera so charming by God. Girls would be on the brink of hysterics, I think, even stripping enough to go out for a drink. I long to be a prima donna, donna, donna. I long to shine upon the stage with my avoirdupois and my tra-la-la-la-la. I would be the sensation of the age. I want to hear them shouting viva to the viva. Viva! Very lovely that must be. That's what I'm dying for. That's what I'm sighing for. Love is calling for me.
One time, I don't flip it. I missed this measure. Closed shut. You know what? I pulled mine out. Yeah, mine as well. Trumpet's got it. Saxophone, percussion's got it. Exactly. Next one I have to go get their sunglasses. Should. Mine are in my car. I could have brought them. They're blue, like Camp Counselor. some circumstance. I kind of want to keep the shades on. Just like so for luck. He does.
I'm Grand Marshal Jonathan Krasno, and I'd like to call to order the commencement of the College of Community and Public Affairs of the State University of New York at Binghamton. Everyone please rise. Everyone please rise as you are able. We welcome you to join vocalist Shira Sareng in singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Everyone please be seated.
Good afternoon. I'm Dean Laura Bronstein. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the College of Community and Public Affairs commencement ceremony. This is a special ceremony as we bring together master's and baccalaureate candidates, as well as their families and friends. Congratulations to you all. Before we proceed with the ceremony, I want to give a special shout out for Mother's Day to the moms in the audience and on the stage. And that includes the stepmoms, the foster moms, the nanas, grandmas, and I know we have at least one Mimi here with us. I want to welcome members of the Binghamton University Council who are joining us today. Please hold your applause until we have introduced them. Linda Beamer and Maureen Wilson. I'd also like to introduce our other special guests who sit with us on stage this afternoon. They will stand as I call their names. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. President Harvey Stenger, Donald Hall, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Guinevere Cotton, Undergraduate Student Speaker, Jill Dixon, Interim Dean, University Libraries, Lauren Dula, Assistant Professor, Public Administration, Scott Foyer, Alumni Association President, Courtney Ignari, Chair, Professional Staff Senate, Nia Johnson, Student Association President, Karen Jones, Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, John Cook, Vice President for Advancement, Jonathan Krasno, Grand Marshal, Professor Political Science, and Faculty Senate Executive Committee, Yuzheng Li, Chair and Associate Professor of Social Work, Matthew McCann, Chair and Associate Professor of Teaching, Learning, and Educational Leadership, Pamela Mission, Platform Party Marshal, Associate Professor, Public Administration, and Faculty Advisor to the President, Salima Rivas, Graduate Student Speaker, Brian Rose, Vice President for Student Affairs, Deborah Taub, Chair and Professor, Student Affairs Administration, and Marguerite Wilson, Interim Chair, Associate Professor of Human Development. Let me also recognize all of the esteemed faculty members who have mentored and guided our graduates. Your efforts have been crucial to the intellectual growth and achievements we celebrate today. Will all faculty and on the stage and in the audience please rise as you are able. Please join me as we applaud their support of and dedication to the success of our students. I would also like to thank the Binghamton University Wind Symphony, our vocalist Shira Sarig, and the Edward P. Maloney Memorial Pipe Band for their participation in today's celebration. And now I'd like to take a few minutes to speak directly to our CCPA graduates. Each year, the deans are invited to say a few words. I always try to focus on something that's both meaningful and congratulatory. Given the climate in which we find ourselves, I want to underscore the crucial, difficult work that you, our CCPA graduates, are now prepared to undertake at this particularly challenging time in the world. Last year, our commencement occurred 1 week after the horrific, racially motivated mass murder in Buffalo. As opposed to serving as a wake-up call, school shootings and other violence in the name of white supremacy and neo-Nazism have only escalated. Circumstances like these stir CCPA students to give up careers where you might make more money, to devote yourselves to work that makes the world more peaceful and just, especially for those most in need. Today, that list of those in need is escalating. We experience more hate crimes, see women's rights under attack, witness increasing disparities in access to quality health care and education, while a senseless war plays out on the other side of the ocean. And all of this occurs as we try to emerge from a worldwide pandemic. Those of you before me graduating from CCPA know that making a difference in any of these areas takes passion, will, hard work, and expertise applied on multiple fronts. We need all of you working to address the systemic bias and oppression that is part of the fabric of the institutions where we live and work. We need some of you doing this while holding the hands of children grieving the loss of families and friends. We need others of you writing policy and leading organizations that address climate change, gun control, hunger, homelessness, and on and on. We need you in our governments, in our schools, in our universities, and in our hospitals. We need you everywhere. So yes, there is endless critical work ahead that those of you graduating today are prepared to address. However, since we as human beings often do a better job looking at the negative than looking at the positive, and to keep us energized and able to do that work, I want to share something I read recently in a commencement speech from renowned author Kurt Vonnegut. He told the graduates before him about his wise Uncle Alex, who, while his family was engaged in conversation, drinking lemonade in the shade of an apple tree in the summer, interrupted the conversation to say, "If this isn't nice, what is?" And so I leave you with hope that you will work hard and make change, and yet when things are going well, like today, please pause for a moment and say to yourself or out loud, "If this isn't nice, what is?" Thank you, congratulations, and Godspeed. It's now my pleasure to introduce President Stenger.
Thank you, Laura. This is an exciting day for both our graduates and for the university as we celebrate the achievements of the College of Community and Public Affairs Class of 2023. Good job, class. We are proud of the collective and individual achievements of the students whose work we recognize today. I also want to recognize the faculty members who have mentored and guided our graduates. Your efforts have been crucial to the intellectual growth and achievements we celebrate today. Thank you so much, faculty. And a special welcome as well to the parents, family, and friends who are here today to share the joy of watching a loved one reach a rare milestone. And let me repeat, to the mothers, happy Mother's Day. Your support and involvement have been crucial to our graduates' success, ensuring that the occasional challenges of writer's block or projects that didn't pan out or lower than expected test scores were never too difficult to overcome. Commencement marks a time of change. It is the culmination of years of hard work and rigorous scholarship and research. The degree our graduates are receiving today is a sign that tells the world that they have achieved the level of expertise that will allow them to advance or commence in their chosen discipline and have the prerequisite knowledge to add to the quality of life we lead as global citizens. Graduates, please think back to the start of your journey, to your first days at the university. Entering college fresh out of high school, you began by choosing a field of study. Many of you were attracted to social work with the goal of helping people in your community, or you entered our human development program with the goal of working in perhaps healthcare or government, and others of you are on your way to a variety of master's degrees. Of course, there are probably a few of you who made the daring choice of undeclared before setting on your vocation. And then you chose to double or perhaps triple major because you already had the credits. Your work then became more exacting, your scholarship more penetrating, and your perspectives and understandings began to focus through the lens of your discipline. At the same time, you found that your interests were expanding because of the interactions you've had with fellow students. These activities have widened your circle of friends and contacts, and more importantly, given you new intellectual outlets that have helped you see the world in a different light. Or else perhaps you found a new cause or a concern that inspires you. Perhaps a semester abroad has opened your eyes to the global challenge of climate change, or CCPA's service learning internships exposed you to the inequalities closer to home. These experiences have lit a fire under you, and now you're applying your knowledge and leadership skills to making the world a better place. But regardless of what path you take forward, I hope that Binghamton has allowed you to find your passion and that you will continue to renew and rediscover your love for learning, and in doing so, let Binghamton inform your future years. Your nation and the world need your talents. We need individuals who want to work to improve the educational and healthcare systems that deliver services to our community, and people who are working toward a more sustainable environment. In short, we need people who can think critically, analyze precisely, and who can address complex ideas and address difficult challenges. We live in a challenging world where finding the right answer will always be difficult. But I am confident that the class of 2023 will rise to these challenges because I've already seen how our graduates work across disciplines and are dedicated to improving society one decision at a time. Congratulations to you all, CCPA 2023. It is now my pleasure to introduce Provost Donald Hall.
Good afternoon, CCPA. It is my pleasure to be among those congratulating you today. This is my first set of commencements as provost at Binghamton University, and it has been exhilarating. So let me take this opportunity to congratulate all of our graduates and their families and their friends who have supported them throughout their time here on the many achievements we are recognizing today. You are truly remarkable students who have brought your intellectual curiosity, work ethic, and sense of humor to bear throughout your time here. As you graduate from Binghamton, you'll take with you what you've learned in your classes through your internships and practica, from the student organizations you've participated in, and from the thousands of personal interactions you've had with those around you. You will take what you've experienced here, and I hope you will become change makers in the world. We are living in a very different world that has been upended by the pandemic. But your Binghamton education and experiences will serve you well, whether you continue on to do further graduate work or head straight into the workforce. According to the National Association of Colleges and Employers, employers plan to hire nearly 15% more 2023 graduates than they did from the prior year's class. That's great news for you. And LinkedIn has seen a 21% increase in postings that advertise skills and responsibilities rather than qualifications. That's also great news for you because of the strong foundation you've received that have helped you hone your critical thinking, decision-making, and communication skills, and will serve you well in whatever career path you follow. As you've prepared throughout your time here to tackle what is ahead, the next decisions you might find yourself facing are, what do I want my work life to look like? Do I want to work remotely or in a hybrid format or always in an office? And how will I maintain my work-life balance? Since you're well past those undecided years, my advice to you is to pursue the career path that excites you most, that feeds your passion. Make your choices, the best ones from among the possibilities that are presented to you, but as you make your way forward, remember to define your value to prospective employers. Show them that you know how to solve problems, that you know how to work well in teams, and that you've learned to be a leader here at Binghamton, and that you're also a great communicator. These are all skills that come from that Binghamton education, and I can't say enough about them all. These skills will serve you well in whatever endeavors you undertake. So thank you for choosing to come to Binghamton. It has been a pleasure to have you as our students here. Congratulations on your many accomplishments, and please, please stay in touch with us and let us know about everything you're going to accomplish in the future. So thank you, congratulations, and I'm now pleased to introduce Scott Foyer, the president of the Alumni Association Board. Scott would like to offer some congratulations on behalf of the Alumni Association. Great job, CCPA.
Thank you, Provost Hall, and good afternoon. To you, the class of 2023, I offer congratulations on graduating from Binghamton University. I'm so excited for all of you, and it's an honor to be part of this very significant and emotional day. By now, you've probably heard a million times about the importance of networking and the value of relationships. After today, you can say you've heard it 1,000,001 times. I do feel the message is worth reinforcing, because one of the best attributes of Binghamton University is the strength of our alumni network. And now you are part of this network. We have more than 150,000 alumni in over 100 countries. Wherever you go from here, you'll find Binghamton alumni there. By graduating, you've automatically joined the Alumni Association. The insert card in your diploma cover talks about what this membership means. Also included for the undergrads is your own personal print of the B photo, the class picture you took together during your first week on campus. We hope you will look upon this photo fondly and display it proudly so your friends, family, and colleagues can see that you are a graduate of Binghamton University. The Alumni Association is a resource for you, always here to connect you with other alumni and the university. But like anything else, you get out what you put in. If a Binghamton event is happening close to where you live, try to get there. If your location or schedule only allows you to connect with us virtually, try to log on. We have LinkedIn groups, an online mentoring program called Mentor Match, which I encourage you all to join. And every year at homecoming, we have a great tailgate party and other activities where you can get together with your college friends. Whether it's in person or virtually, always keep adding to your network. You never know when a connection is going to benefit you, and perhaps you'll be able to help someone else. I've heard many stories of Binghamton connections leading to jobs for recent graduates, and just last year, I was able to help a member of the class of 2022 get her first job after we met at a virtual networking event. I've hosted alumni events at my office, and I've mentored and advised students and fellow alumni. And I'm very willing to help, and I found that other Binghamton alumni feel the same way. So I encourage you to take advantage of opportunities to engage with alumni who want to be a resource for you. And down the road, when you're able, be sure to give back and pay it forward to the next generation. Always remember what it feels like to be at the beginning of your career journey so you will understand and relate to the graduating classes who follow in your footsteps. My family recently celebrated Passover with a close college friend of ours and her family. Her dad, a 96-year-old Holocaust survivor, still leads the Seder and tells incredible stories about his experiences during World War II and his path to America. Every year he speaks about the concept of Lador Vador, which is Hebrew for from generation to generation. Holidays are one way that we make connections between generations of people. It occurred to me that this concept applies equally to the Alumni Association. By giving our time to the next generation of alumni, we make a connection with them and make a difference in their lives. This is a little sad for me because it's my last commencement as president of the Alumni Association. It's been a great experience and has given me the opportunity to meet some incredible people. But you don't have to be on the Alumni Association board to realize the benefits of getting involved. Before I close, I want to emphasize to you that it's your Alumni Association, and where it goes from here largely depends on you. So get involved and make your voice heard. Be sure to scan the QR code that you'll find around campus and update your contact information in the Be Connected database so you'll receive notifications about upcoming events and programs and not miss out anything that might be of interest to you. Though your time as a student may have concluded, you are a Bearcat for life. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Scott, for your remarks. At this time, we'll recognize the accomplishments of our master's degree candidates. Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Community and Public Affairs please rise? President Stenger, as Dean of the College of Community and Public Affairs, I'm pleased to present to you these candidates who have fulfilled all their master's degree requirements as prescribed by the faculty. Student Marshal Jennifer Daly, please approach the stage so that you may receive recognition for your academic achievement as the only participating master's candidate this year in a relatively new human rights master's program. Congratulations.
Jennifer Daly.
Student Marshal Lauren Kidd, please lead the master's candidates in the Department of Public Administration to the platform so that all may receive recognition for their academic achievement.
Lauren Elizabeth Kidd. Jacqueline Jew. Adam Colby. Derek Freed. Madeline McClanahan. Selema Rivas. Mina Hoblitz. Christopher Wren. Ariana Marie Brown. Leah Abacassis. Julia Rackus. Danielle Mataferrere. Madeline Rose Daniels. Danielle Lindsay Horowitz. Morgan Hope Barron. Rachel Elise Sequel. Nicole Christina Francic. Brian Goodman. Kevin Riley. Joseph William Kovar Jr., Margarita Potapova, Jason Allen Deeren, Daniel Fernandez, Alexander Ortiz, Christopher John Tadros, Helena Miller, Ju Young Jeon, Denisha Bintu Chow, McKenna Jean Tallman, Stephanie Colford, Elam Sana, Leo Jimenez, Amaya Castro, Miles Gibson, Michael Block, Alyssa Pugh, Emily Orminsky, Leah Gutierrez Martins, Jacob William Evans.
Student Marshal Heaven Beltran, please lead the master's candidates in the Department of Social Work to the platform so that all may receive recognition for their academic achievement.
Heaven Beltran, Noah Jacobson Mendelson, Michaela Scalise, Skylar Copper, Anna Elizabeth Urlo, Evan Pendleton, Allison Elaine Sovey, Melinda Kristen Byrne, Keith Sherman, Francis Ariso, Rebecca Gore, Susanna Elizabeth Condon, Aya Margaret Ann Taylor, Antonina Lewis Poplaski, August Ruth Jurek Raymond, Lauren Prendergast, Emily French, Mary Elizabeth Sullivan, Kaylee Stone, Sydney Tamko, Kaylin Ray Suogier, Jennifer Froline, Leah Marie Best, Tanisha Makalai, Leah Squire, Jessica Morton, Rebecca Derrich, Katie Cole, Adam Rivera, Laquan Garvey, Abimael Belliger, Alessandra Sotolongo, Kaya Marie Moe, Emily Josephine Weinstock, Kayla Guth, Brandon John Davison, Diona Bess, Dominic Vincent Michelacci, Evan David Wigstaff, Joanne Clement, Shannon Marie Hickling, Don Tobler, Amber Rose, Jean-Marie Lynn Armando, Amanda Gray Rubinstein, Arabette Smith, Catherine Johnson, Yvette Louise Carrier, Megan Kaminsky Schimmer, Jessica Diane Lehman, Abdur Omar, Lady Stephanie Gaverton. Angela Anita Ferguson. Corinne Kathleen Cornelius. Kira Lowy. Emily Kristen Chambers. Molly Maurice Kildo. Kara Elaine Charles Blatt. Jacob Vincent Morabito.
Student Marshal Nicole Floor, please lead the master's candidates in the Department of Student Affairs Administration to the platform so that all may receive recognition for their academic achievement.
Nicole Christine Floor. Jade Elizabeth Calvin No. Jasmiri Valerio. Taylor A. Sikoria. Catherine Elizabeth Naylor. Congratulations. Jacqueline Marie Koenig. Nova Mastropietro. Meigs Longacre. Kayla McLaughlin. Kara Dolan. Congratulations. Rachel Joy Behrman Fowler. Emily Louise Ziemba. Emily Rose Ida. Congratulations. Rebecca Ann Zajac.
School Marshal Angelina D'Aquino and Student Marshal Shauna Belliker, please lead the master's candidates in the Department of Teaching, Learning, and Educational Leadership to the platform so that all may receive recognition for their achievement.
Angelina Generosa D'Aquino. Shauna Marie Belliker. Kim Cherie Washington. Jasmine Draper. Lauren Ashley Moeller. Matthew Jonathan Sturm. Ashley Katharina Colhoun. Jessica Hiyao. Jeremy Austin Rubino. Andrew Hines. Jordan Lipinski. Maggie Bannon. Colin Plunkett. Luke Murphy. Rachel Weigel. Mackenzie Bunt. Jacob Broder. Connor Reynolds. Kathleen Ann Cochin. Alyssa Beth Lannon. Sarah Corey Wire. Robert Mitchell Yutch. Stephen Ryan Saunders. Ronald Pleben Jr. Andrew Weiss. Alan Underwood. Shayna Hughes. Sarah Margaret Townsend. Carlene Alexandra Smith. Samantha Rose. Christina Ann Shin. Lauren Elizabeth Schweiger. Joseph Donahue IV. Matthew James Foreman. Agnes Katerina Wasilewski. Thank you. Brian Elizabeth Crocker. Thamid Islam. Zachary Shanasi. Aaron Lee Fagan. Julian Wiseman. Jessica Swift. Avery Daniel Tompkins. Courtney De La Rocca. Nicole Elchami. Susan Thomas. Sydney Zhang. And Mary Jane Judge.
All master's degrees candidates from the College of Community and Public Affairs, please stand. President Stenger, as Dean of the College of Community and Public Affairs, I'm honored to present to you these candidates for master's degrees in human rights, public administration, social work, student affairs administration, and teaching, learning, and educational leadership.
For those who have successfully completed all degree requirements by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York and the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer on each of you the appropriate master's degree with all the rights and privileges which pertain to that degree here and elsewhere. On behalf of Binghamton University community, I congratulate you all for this well-earned accomplishment.
Recipients of master's degrees from the College of Community and Public Affairs, please be seated.
It is my pleasure and privilege to introduce the College of Community and Public Affairs graduate student commencement speaker, Sulema Rivas. Sulema has earned her Master's of Public Administration degree with a certification in local government management. You are asking yourselves, what on earth does that mean? That means that Sulema believes she can make a difference in our community through her remarkable energy, innovative ideas, and passion to serve others. Our faculty knows Sulema as a hard worker, a problem solver, and a genuinely empathetic human being. In CCPA, we praise and promote leadership. But being a leader takes a lot of work, and Sulema has not shied away from the work it takes to be a leader. Sulema was the MPA Graduate Student Organization's president, as well as a member of the philanthropy committee that plans our MPA Party with a Purpose fundraiser each year. She also was executive producer for our program's podcast, highlighting the amazing work our students, faculty, and alumni have been doing in nonprofit management, government, and sustainable communities. Sulema has been interning with the National Science Foundation and will be moving on to the New York, New Jersey Port Authority through its Leadership Fellow program in July. We have every faith that if she brings all of the talent there that she brought to the MPA program, they will do everything they can to keep her.
Lo que traerá una sociedad mejor será la esperanza seguida con la acción. The thing that is going to bring about a better society is hope followed by action. Yolanda Leiva. Welcome, fellow graduates, faculty, staff, administrators, parents, family, and friends to the CCPA graduation ceremony for this amazing class of 2023. In this generation of graduates, I think it's safe to assume that we are guiding lights for our families and friends, communities, and even those around us who we may have unknowingly made an impact on. This begins with our own personal, unique story. It begins with you. While we have unique stories and journeys to reflect upon, I think there's something immensely powerful in being here today. It's graduation day. For some, this may be the final stop in your career advancements. For others, this may just be a pit stop along the way. And for some, you may not even know what you're doing after this, and that is completely okay. If you think about it, being in academia from grade school until now, we have had a map drawn out for us of what we should do. And now, that map is gone, blank, meant only for us to fill, and that is scary. The unknown is scary. It leaves us open to rejection and leaves us vulnerable. But it also allows us to show our courage, I think. It forces us to challenge what's expected of us. Today, I challenge you all to take a moment to consider who you were when you first got into this program, who you are now, and how we reflect the communities that we are a part of, no matter where you find that community of yours. Today is not only meant to celebrate the degree that we have all chosen, but as well as all the lived experiences that have come during that time. That means honoring your courage in all the small things, like honoring how far you've come in literally anything, instead of always feeling like you have to be on all the time. Choosing to dive into the discomfort of things, even if it opens us up to rejection. Honoring the roller coaster, emotions, and complicated feelings that make us human. Giving yourself grace, because I swear you're not the only one feeling that. I think it's safe to assume that we have chosen to be part of CCPA because we want to grow, make an impact, and work towards informing and uplifting the voices of others. But now, as our time has come to an end, we have to follow that hope and desire with action. But that action, just like our diverse experiences in this room, are going to look different to each and every one of us, and at different points in time. Our various degrees have educated us on how to be an advocate for change. Advocacy starts with knowing the systems in place, while also balancing that passion and fire with implementable and evidence-based decisions. There are honestly a plethora of issues that need solving, and millions of people who need to have their voices heard. It can be easy to feel hopeless and ask, what's the point? However, we may look at markers of success differently today. What if we look at it not as black or white, or success or failure, but more, what are the small wins that I've achieved? And what can we learn from the mistakes? Looking at everything as a learning experience. Through my interactions and connections with those around me, I have been inspired to see how impactful a kind gesture can motivate. An empathetic conversation can lift the heaviness of a conversation. How being curious instead of assumptive can change. All these things are small in nature, but when banded together and passed along, can be something impactful. So, how do we proceed? What now? That's the million-dollar question. It's easy. I don't know. I really don't. And that's okay. I have a feeling we have become very comfortable with the unknowns. But maybe, just maybe, there is no path at all, if you think about it. The path is simply made by walking. So, with that, congratulations to the class of 2023. May we just keep walking.
Thank you, Sulema. My name is Marguerite Wilson, and I am the interim chair of the Department of Human Development, and it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce the undergraduate speaker for the CCPA commencement ceremony, Guinevere Cotton. Gwen embodies the spirit of social justice that the Human Development Department stands for. As a first-generation college student who transferred from SUNY Broome and took a non-traditional route to where she is here today, Gwen's story is inspiring and reflects an awareness that success for each and every one of us is a collective effort. We achieve success through hard work, yes, and also through the support of all of our family members, mentors, educators, friends, partners, and allies, many of whom are here today to show your support. We appreciate each and every one of you for the support you have shown for our graduates. Gwen's chosen social justice issue is to raise awareness and create more equitable policy and practice in higher education that can better support students with disabilities. In pursuit of this passion, she will be entering the Master of Student Affairs Administration program here at Binghamton University this fall. I can't wait to see what she does on the next steps of her journey, and I can't wait to see what social justice causes each and every one of you takes as you begin the next steps of your journey. I'm delighted to hand the podium over to Guinevere Cotton, graduate of the Human Development Bachelor of Science and CCPA undergraduate student speaker for 2023.
Thank you, Associate Professor Wilson. Good afternoon, President Stenger, graduates, administrators, faculty, staff, family, and friends. Thank you all for being here today to help us celebrate completion of our degrees and to support us as we take the next step in our lives. It is truly an honor to be here representing my undergraduate class today. The last time I spoke at a graduation ceremony was at my General Education Diploma, or GED, celebration. That was 10 years ago, and now I am here celebrating the completion of my bachelor's degree with all of you. Each one of us has overcome hurdles that stood in our way on our journey through education to get us to this point today. For me, one of the biggest hurdles was my psychological disability. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety right around the time I dropped out of high school. But you know, if I could go back and talk to my younger self, I would tell her, hey, I know all this really sucks, but oh man, are you gonna have some great stuff to write for scholarship essays? I'm a Binghamton local, AKA a townie, born and raised in Binghamton. And to be honest, I've had a love-hate relationship on and off with Binghamton, both the city and the university. During my life here, I have seen passionate individuals fight to bring communities together and help their neighbors. I have also known plenty of individuals who made my life more challenging, but for each one who has tried to bring me down, I am happy to say that I have had two to help bring me up, especially here at Binghamton University. I am so grateful for all the people who have helped me get to this ceremony of completion today, and I expect you all feel the same. Besides being a townie and a student with disabilities, I am also a non-traditional student, a first-generation student, and a transfer student, as I transferred from the best community college around, SUNY Broome Community College. My transition here was not easy. With my identities, I felt like I didn't fit in here. During my first semester here, there were many times where I felt like Binghamton University would never feel like home for me, that I would never belong here. However, thanks to a few special faculty members and friends, I began to feel comfortable here, to the point where I've decided to continue here for my master's degree. Shout out to my student affairs friends. Adding together all of my identity labels, my chances of making it here were statistically not as high for others without these identities. Yet, here I am, thanks to my own effort and the support from so many loving individuals here. I would especially like to thank my fiance for being my rock, my therapist, my best friend, and everything in between. I'd also like to thank some of my family members for supporting me to get here today, the Human Development faculty, and also Amy Dixon, a professor in the Linguistics department, for her love and truly showing me that I did belong here. But enough about me. Can we take a moment to acknowledge that we've all persevered through a global pandemic to get here today? Kudos to each and every one of you for continuing your education through an uncertain and stressful time. That is absolutely incredible. Many of us have loved ones who are here celebrating with us today, physically or spiritually, ones who are proud of us, but I hope that every one of you also takes a moment to pat yourselves on the back and be proud of yourselves too. Continuing your education is no easy task. Trust me, I know. I suffered along with all y'all through those hundreds of pages of reading every single week. No hate to our wonderful CCPA faculty. I know it's just tough love so we can go out into the world and change it. And that's what we've learned. Through our readings, through our class discussions, through going out into the community, and from our teachers, we've learned that we can have an impact no matter what career path we choose. I am so excited for all of us. I know that we are going to make a difference in the world, no matter how big or small. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Guinevere, for your remarks. At this time, we'll recognize the accomplishments of our baccalaureate degree candidates. First, we'll recognize students who have achieved Latin honors. Latin honors are based on a student's cumulative grade point average. We recognize 3 levels of achievement: cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. The names of the candidates for these honors appear in the commencement program. We'll not announce each by name, but we shall recognize students attending today by having them stand in place. Candidates graduating cum laude, please rise. You may be seated. Candidates graduating magna cum laude, please rise. I guess you seated yourselves without me asking you to. Thank you. Candidates graduating summa cum laude, please rise. Okay. You may be seated. Thank you. My congratulations to all of you on your outstanding academic achievements. Will all baccalaureate degree candidates please rise now? President Stenger, as Dean of the College of Community and Public Affairs, I'm pleased to present to you these candidates who have filled all their baccalaureate degree requirements as prescribed by the faculty. Student Marshal Jacqueline Colombo, please lead the baccalaureate candidates in the Department of Human Development to the platform so that all may receive recognition for their achievement.
Jacqueline Colombo. Janet Pacana. Bridget Tremblay. Colleen Nugent. Rory Corcoran. Kylie Gottlieb. Emily Azimi. Kevin Yamil Castro Gonzalez. Emily Huang. Brooklyn Hartley. Charlotte Hope Werner. Gabrielle Elizabeth Panko. Allison Rose Zimmerman. Emma Danielle Haynes. Eliana Mikal Sasto. Rachel Shira Jaffe. Danielle Gantro. Gabrielle Rose Tierson. Bela Rose Henry. Haviva Rachel Liss. Marley Sobiecki. Shoshana Neshama Kalish Scheinberg. Noah Pitkowski. Noah Popke. Lauren Amanda Gross. Adina Galit Horowitz. Lexi Rachel Rosenblatt. Victoria Eileen Cave. Ashton Lewis. Abril Maldonado Taveras. Chase Patrick Dufresne. Mackenzie Victoria Johnson. Seth Goldfarb. Leora Chasen. Adi Nisanyan. Guinevere Elizabeth Cotton. Hannah Simone Kaplan. Nava Kate Barinholtz. Marissa Matrie Cottrell. Hannah Harvey. Izzy Canning. Sarah Forst. Eli Jacob Meltzer. Hillel Israel Rosenheim. Jack Tipierre. Gina Louise Senato. Nicolette Peggy Diax. Nina Madison Brown. Mia Lily Cutrona. Abigail Eve Ward. Juliette Sheeran Eshegoff. Ilana Miriam Winter. Melissa M. Hayter. Taryn Sussman. Chloe Marie Giustiniani. Julia Rosen. Alexa Rose Goldfarb. Alana Jordan Greener. Rachel Lexi Schlusselberg. Ruth Silver. Raquel Gila Fuzman. Abigail Fisher. Catriella Weingarten. Eva Miller. Liba Eichen. Arielle Khalili. Noam Rothner. Emily Hope Linick. Alicia Rose Harris. Eden Noah Greenberg. Ron Laniado. Nia Imani Johnson. Leor Weinrauch. Alexa Rose Manassi. Katie Raquel Rubin. Samantha Lee Schwartz. Haley Alexa Ramaheti. Jessica Ruth Rosenberg. Emily Hanlon. Rebecca Kaylee Bialek. Keely Elizabeth Hoffing. Allison Barsky. Nicole Tobin Murawski. Megan Elizabeth Sulias. Zenon Hoti. Pedro Enrique Sousa Alarcon. Armand Harid. Tavion Latrell White. Jonathan Paul McGriff. Ariana Diane Marsland. Melissa Elizabeth Garcia Lopez. Yalesa Fernandez. Olasun Hope Koiki. Chelsea Miranda. Jaylene Pache. Joelise Sten. Grace Yuan Lee. Dominic Biago Bossi. Emily Bodkin. Jennifer Bell Caruso. Christian Pierre Ganon. Matthew Schreiber. Daisy Turner Willard. Rachel Selene Paz. Anthony Gonzalo Sabotker. Allison Nicole Albrecht. Phoebe Paul. Clothiel Lynx Monks. Rachel Leigh Weiss. Finula Lanning. Imani Muhammad. Estefany Areli Sorto. Jocelyn Zhang Perrier. Lindsay Nicole Stone. Veronica Ambalo. Shanae Sasha Phillips. Quinn Olivia DeSico. Allison Richmond. Mats Jesper Rorda. Parker McKnight. Julia Grossman. Alexa Rashe Ozeta. Jillian Faith Yabut. Jennifer No. Maria Bonilla. Priyanka Pal. Shirley Lantigua. Bogdan Marginian. Jason Ocampo. Andres Alejandro Fernandez. Jocelyn Renee Kim. Caitlin Bay Fawcett. Charmelise Vieira. Erin Mary Brody. Patrick Spencer. Rachel Havivo. Brianna Anderson. Erin Marie Flynn. And Catherine Whitley.
Student Marshal Casey Gray, please lead the baccalaureate candidates in the Department of Social Work to the platform so all may receive recognition for their achievement.
Casey Gray. Sarah Cerruti. Grace Scouten. Caitlin Johnson. Celeste Peterjack. Sarah Michelle Rodvixen. Alexa Rose Hughes. Mia Taylor Bonfriend. Anna Ellis Crockett. Sarah Nimi Mullen. Rebecca Lee Appel. Leora Tamar Washerman. Shara Serig. Gabrielle Michael Van Duser. Eli Kniff. Lamar Joshua Taylor. Victor Mayer. Alexa Stankov. Mackenzie Marie St. John. Hannah K. Brittany Burton. Hannah Sperber. Tara Michelle Ness. Emma Rose Messi. Emily Grace Cervico. Michael Bianco.
I'd now like to ask everyone to rise as they're able to join our vocalist, Shira Sarig, as we sing the Binghamton University alma mater. We invite everyone to join in singing the refrain and second verse. The lyrics may be found on the back cover of the commencement program. baccalaureate degree candidates, please remain standing. Everyone else may be seated. President Stenger, I'm honored to present to you these candidates for the baccalaureate degree by the university.
For those who have successfully completed all degree requirements by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York and the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer on each of you the appropriate baccalaureate degree with all the rights and privileges accompanying it. On behalf of the Binghamton University community, I congratulate you for this well-earned accomplishment. As is customary, upon conferral of the baccalaureate degree, those receiving this degree may now move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left. Will all candidates please stand? All candidates. Master's candidates, too. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, partners, and friends, I present to you the Binghamton University Master's and Baccalaureate College of Community and Public Affairs graduating class of 2023!
All graduates, families, and friends are invited to join us at the University Downtown Center for a reception immediately following the ceremony. I look forward to seeing you all there. Congratulations.
The spring commencement proceedings of the State University of New York at Binghamton are now concluded. We kindly ask the audience to remain seated for the academic recessional. Once the academic recessional is completed, please exit as soon as you are able to allow the families of the next ceremony graduates to enter.